Okay, so off the rip. Yes, I know. The Thursday night football game already happened. You can see it in the Indianapolis Colts recording. I said I picked the Chiefs while the game was going on. It's a pretty obvious pick. The Broncos are not beating the Chiefs, so let's get that straight. But before we get into it, what is good, everybody? It is your boy Champagne Chico, and we are here with Chico's Choices. And this week, it's interesting matchups. It's a lot of interesting matchups, and it's a lot of difficult decisions that I'm excited for. I don't think we did great last week, if I can remember correctly, because I'm like in contact with a few people that watch my Chico's Choices, and I don't think that I did well. We're gonna have to see whenever I put the flashback up for last week, and we'll count the record. Commanders, Bills, Texans, Lions, Colts, Dolphins, Saints, Ravens, Cardinals, Eagles, Jets, Chiefs, 49ers, and the Packers. I'm not even sure what our record was last week. We probably went below 500. I actually can take a look right now. Let me take a look, because if I have the right idea, it should be Bengals versus Cardinals. I picked Bengals, even though I didn't want to. They ended up beating them. I'm just happy that they're almost back to normal. Eagles versus Rams. The Eagles did beat them, but it was a tough game. Like I said, it was a game that the Rams were able to keep into it at points, but I really don't understand how the Chiefs are higher in rankings than the Dolphins in terms of just like power rankings, but that's a conversation for another day. Cowboys, 49ers, I picked the 49ers. Packers, Raiders, I picked the Packers. So really, we started off bad, and then it kind of picked up a bit. I think we kind of stayed at the same level. Chiefs, obviously, that's just an easy dub. I mean, let's be honest with ourselves. They were winning regardless, so we can just add that W right now, but we'll add it next week. Ravens, Titans. I'm picking Ravens, even though the Ravens wide receivers can't seem to catch a damn ball. The Titans, wishy-washy. And Derrick Henry seems to be getting injured, and he seems to be getting older, so can't really rely on him. Falcons, Commanders. I think the Falcons are going to win this one, and I think this is going to be a big Bijan game, as it was kind of against the Jaguars, or against, who did they face last? I literally was just looking at it. The Texans. He played well. He played very well against the Texans, even though he did have a fumble. Vikings, Bears. Low-key, might have the Bears. I might have the Bears in this one. Vikings just lost Justin Jefferson. I feel like when you lose that type of star, it's like losing Randy Moss. And literally, with like they were on the Vikings, they both have the same impact for the Vikings. Kirk Cousins might be on his way out. I think the Bears win this one. I think they take advantage of the fact that the Vikings don't know how to play without Justin Jefferson. They might feed it to TJ Hawkinson a lot, but I think the Bears end up doing the same thing that they did to the Commanders, and that is feeding DJ Moore as much as possible. Seahawks, Bengals. I might have Seahawks. I think it's going to be a tight one. If the Bengals win, great. Might have Seahawks. They're a bit better in terms of just like how hot they are. They did have a bye week, so that's kind of concerning. That is a little concerning. I might eat my words later, but I'm going to stick with the Seahawks. 49ers, Browns. 49ers. Let's be honest with ourselves. The Browns just came off a bye. The 49ers look unstoppable. They look like a Hall of Fame team compared to the rest of the league. There's no other way to talk about it with that. Saints, Texans. Saints looked good against the Patriots, but who doesn't look good against the Patriots at this point? But that defense, that Saints defense does look good. I think I'm going to stick with the Saints on this one. Texans dropping to 2-4, even though CJ Stroud might look good. Colts, Jaguars. Thankfully, the Jaguars don't have the advantage in terms of playing 2 straight weeks in the same place and then having the Bills come and basically lose half of their defense. But it's nor here or there. Colts don't have Anthony Richardson. They might feed Josh Downs a lot, but I think the Jaguars are going to come out and win it at home. Dolphins, Panthers. Let's be honest with ourselves. It's going to be Dolphins. Raiders, Patriots, Raiders. It's going to be a awkward game between the two, but I think the Raiders are just going to be better. They have a lot more pieces. Even if the quarterback is kind of iffy, the defense is stellar. Patriots, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with the Patriots. Lions, Buccaneers. That is a great matchup. That is a really good matchup. But I'm going to have the Lions winning it. I am. Yeah, I'm going to have the Lions beating the Bucs at Raymond James Stadium. Cardinals at Rams. That might be one that the Cardinals actually win? Maybe? It's just the Rams also are one of the teams that, like, you weren't expecting to look good this season, but they do slightly. They're 2-3. Cardinals are 1-4. I'm going to go Rams. They're at home at SoFi. I think they'll win. Eagles, Jets. I wouldn't be surprised if the Jets somehow come out with the win on this one. But I'm going to go Eagles. It has to be a better matchup for the Eagles to actually lose that undefeated record right now. But Giants, Bills, even though the Bills lost half of their defense, Tre'Davious White out for the season. Matt Milano's probably going to be out for like 4 weeks. Losing a lot of key players. Von Miller just came back to basically a depleted defense and is still on a snap count. But I think the Bills do beat the Giants. I mean, the Giants don't have their quarterback. They don't have their running back, or they might not. I don't know if Saquon's going to be playing this game. He might not. I don't even think they want to risk that. Sunday Night Football. Yeah, the Bills might do what they want with them because the offense is still healthy. Cowboys at Chargers. That's a tough one. Austin Eckler's coming back. I don't know. That's a tough one. Tre'Davious White. Trayvon Diggs is out for the season still. That Cowboys offense looks so dysfunctional at times. It really does. I'm going to have the Chargers. They got rid of J.C. Jackson, but it seems like they're probably going to do fine without him, even though they had a bye week. The Packers and Steelers have a bye week this week. So, 2 teams to not worry about in terms of picking. Not bad picks. Not very bad picks. We'll go through it once again and then talk a little more afterwards. But Chiefs, obviously. Ravens, Falcons, Bears, Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, Jaguars, Dolphins, Raiders, Lions, Rams, Eagles, Bills, and the Chargers at SoFi. Both teams are playing at SoFi. The LA teams are both playing there that week. That's an eventful weekend for the LA crowd. But a lot of really good matchups, though, in terms of like power level and what teams can really show out. I mean, I think the Bears can pick up their pace against the Vikings. I think this game is really going to tell if Kirk Cousins leaves or not, or if he gets traded or not. I think he will. I think they go with the draft route and they really try to get Justin Jefferson back and be like, look, Caleb Williams looks good. It can grow with you. You know? Who knows? They would really have to tank the rest of the season. I mean, the Cardinals, unsure if they're going to keep Kyler or not. Seahawks, Bengals. Seahawks look like a good, solid team right now. The Bengals are just now getting back into it. Seahawks might take advantage of the fact that they still haven't fully gotten it. 49ers, Browns. It's the 49ers. Come on. Please. Saints, Texans. Unless something drastic happens with an injury for the 49ers, I don't see them losing. Maybe not even for a while. Saints, Texans. That Saints defense just looks really good. It's not even the offense. Texans offense looks good. The defense looks okay. Yeah, I'm going to stick with the Saints on that one. Colts at Jaguars. Jaguars have a healthy team. Calvin Ridley's fast. Travis Etienne did great against the Bills. Evan Ingram looks good. Zay Jones looks good. Tyson Campbell on the defense looks good. Darius Williams. I mean, Josh Allen, the defensive end, looks good as well. Dolphins at Panthers at Dolphins. This is another game that it just might be like a Broncos type of thing. Who knows? I don't want to get ahead of myself. I'm just thinking analytically. The Dolphins tend to really run up the score on these type of teams. We'll have to see how the Coaching is for the Panthers. It really just depends on that. Raiders, Patriots, both coaches have been or have coached for the Patriots at some point, not in terms of head coach, but just in general. Raiders have Josh Jacobs, Devontae Adams on the offense, and have Max Crosby on defense. I mean, you can't really go against that. Lions, Buccaneers. The Lions look like a really good young team right now. They are force-feeding the hell out of David Montgomery. They need to give it to Jahmyr Gibbs. But Buccaneers, they're really holding on by a thread of the fact that they need Baker Mayfield to play well and the coaching to be stellar, and Mike Evans to somehow get open downfield. Cardinals at Rams. Rams have looked better than they were supposed to. A lot of people thought Matthew Stafford was supposed to be not as good this year or age and regress and things like that, but it doesn't seem like he's giving up too soon. Aaron Donald neither, so still getting triple teamed. Eagles at Jets. It's just the Jets started to look good last week against the Chiefs. I could see them winning this. I could, because the Eagles are 5-0 by the hair of their chin. It really is. It's not the same as a 49ers 5-0. It really isn't, because they've had their way with teams. Eagles have been struggling. I wouldn't be surprised if the Jets win, but still going to stick with the Eagles. Bills, Giants, Sunday Night Football. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think Brian Daboll is going to really try to coach well, even if with Tyrod Taylor at quarterback. That offensive line sucks ass. But against a former team of his, he used to be the OC. He probably should go back and be the OC of the Bills because they need him. Not that he needs them, but they can make him the highest paid OC in history. Like we made Vic Fangio the highest paid defensive coordinator ever. Paid higher than a lot of head coaches too. Cowboys at Chargers. I mean, the Chargers just are getting Austin Eckler back, who usually does well and usually gets a lot of touchdowns. The Cowboys just seem to not be doing well. I mean, if any defense is going to be the one that gives it up to the Cowboys, it's the Chargers defense, even though they had a great game last game. I think Khalil Mack had 6 sacks somehow. Insane. Absolutely insane. But I like my picks. I like my picks for this week. I hope you do too. And if you do, let me know down in the comments below. And if you don't, same thing. Just let me know. We can talk down there. Have a good chat. But if you did enjoy, please go down there and like while you're commenting. Is it commenting or commentating? But if you did enjoy, please go down there and like while you're down there commenting your opinions, and subscribe so you don't miss out on more Chico's choices, and like so more people can see it. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.